I assumed you would have it, and I was a little weirded out by
you
it.
and me.
I also unintentionally cosplayed for the 10th anniversary of Uncharted, by the way.
You did. Fixers didn't happen. Welcome to the end farm.
245?
Yeah, all right. 5 more. 5 more, and that's got a big
Really
250 planned.
You quit? No, that's what you're planning, 250.
I was planning that.
You're planning it.
I planned the last one.
You didn't plan anything with the last one.
I only planned the hundreds, so you play the 50s.
That's not true.
My muscles look pretty awesome right now. I'm just putting that out there.
My hair looks awesome. You're winning hair off again, I guess, huh?
That's right. And my hair was looking even worse as like hanging down over here because my son was playing with it earlier.
He had it, when he was playing it, he had like this perfect middle part that you should have just kept.
Yeah, that is like, it's indicative of me losing my hair, yeah.
You should have just kept it. That's all I'm saying.
Should have just kept it. Go with my sexy dad bod I got going on.
You know what? You should middle part it until it finally goes full Ben Franklin.
So Matt, how you doing, by the way?
We did Retro GameCon this weekend.
And I heard you made some dough, some ducats.
A little bit.
Let's do spirits too while you're talking.
A few points. Well, let's talk about what it is first.
The Bloodhound
Dog.
Orange IPA. Matt loves IPAs. He loves citrusy beers. Let's do this.
Actually, if it's gonna be citrusy, blood orange might.
Well, it's very low at IBUs too, so you look.
Okay.
Gross. Yeah, it's kind of a fun beer.
Yeah, the orange goes well with it.
It's breezy.
Yeah,
okay, more about Retro Game Pal. Let's do it. I didn't get to go. I was a little sick, a little under the weather, and
yeah, it was crappy weather, but I mean it's inside, so it wasn't outside. We didn't have to worry about that for once. It went pretty well. We made a couple good contacts. I met a Jack Sparrow cosplayer who was pretty awesome. His name's Brandon, and we had fun. It was good. Made a little bit of money. It wasn't a ton of money. Yeah, me and Brandon. High five. We were talking about cosplaying, and he was talking about bulking up for different cosplays.
Will, the other character? Bootstrap Bill's son?
Will Turner?
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't. I was dressed as... At the time, because that's why actually he came over to talk to me, because he noticed I was dressed as Nathan Drake, so we hit it off. And then some other dude who was a professional cosplayer came over and started talking with us. It was we had a cosplay corner, I was part of this thing. I'm like,
yeah,
me
too.
Look
me up on Instagram.
Me too, I'm part of this.
It's a chunk style thing.
Yeah, I'm I play fat, whatever it is. You want fat Stellar?
I'm all about showing that there's all different bodies for cosplay.
Don't body shame me. I do it myself. It was fun though. We had a lot of fun. It was fun meeting Nathan Drake. There was a dude, my favorite guy though, dressed as Neil deGrasse Tyson, and
you win.
It's you win. It's you won. And I called him out, and he didn't think because a lot of cosplayers are kind of introverted still. They just wear the costume and they don't. And so I was like, "Are you Neil deGrasse Tyson?" He's like, he almost blushed. He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." You're the man.
And you'll be going flat. I bet you was like, "No, who's that?" No, who's that? You're like, what?
I didn't call him out the first 2 times I saw him because I just thought he's gonna be like, "No, I'm just as
that's racist."
Numo Nori, from...
Ooh, Nucky.
Yeah,
I don't know. Here's a sign.
There were so many anime people there that I couldn't pick one of them.
Well, why don't you watch your anime, Matt? Get woke. Hashtag get woke.
Does that... You get woke by watching anime?
I think that's how it is, right? That's pretty much how it is.
Okay, how was your weekend?
I watched a great movie, actually, that I loved, called The Justice League. And there might be a different podcast that went up before this one that we'll talk about it on.
Or after. Or maybe never. Maybe we won't see the light of day on that one. But
it might be the one that breaks us. It might be the one that breaks you, actually.
I think so.
5 stars. Yeah, nothing much is happening. Working, all the kids all my employees are gone this week, so it's just me and the other boss holding it down. And so, of course, everyone's like, "We have a bunch of stuff we gotta ask you and you gotta do for us." And I'm like, "What? Really? Yeah, just get it done before Thanksgiving. Just work on Thanksgiving."
They gave you a honey-do list?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's our birthday, too, so...
That's right, guys. So this will be up after our birthday.
Send us on our new Patreon page. Send us the money.
We'll put our Matt's Venmo and my Venmo information will be right here somewhere.
Yeah, and just subscribe to us on Patreon. It'd be cool if we had a Patreon page and no one...
that's what would happen if we had a Patreon page.
Tumbleweed going through it. But we're going to be 37 years young. So
I call Mom, get $1. Thanks, Mom.
our mom gave us $1. But we're going to be 37. How do you feel about that?
I'm not 37.
You're 100% 37.
I'm 27.
Not 137.
I'm definitely 27, man.
I'm 29 for the rest of my life.
That's what I'm saying. I'm almost 10 years younger than what I'm quoted as.
Hashtag lying about my age.
Because I'm beautiful. No matter what.
I look 37, so that's okay.
You actually look like you're in your early 40s, really. I sound like I'm in my early 40s. Actually, I sound
Yeah, I
like
look
I'm late
like I'm
puberty. That's what I'm saying. I'm younger. By a lot.
You're just working on your Morty cosplay, and that's good. That's fine. You're working on
Hey, Rick! I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm totally going. I'm getting out of here.
Just one for his. That was great.
I can't only deal with his voice, man. It's just that great waiver.
Morty!
We should cosplay as Rick and Morty.
You know, I assumed there would be one there because there was someone who was knitting Mr. Meese's house, which was pretty cool. I almost bought one because they're pretty dope.
Look at me!
I wanted to go up to him and be like, do a Morty head. I would definitely buy a Morty head, like the hair with the hair. I'm gonna look that up. See if somebody does that.
Pinterest it. Let's talk about some stuff on this list, man.
Okay. I have hundreds of things on this list. This might be like.
Oh, it's supposedly all listed the same. We're on the same list. You heard this guy early in the podcast.
Nobody heard that.
He announced it on the podcast.
Nobody said that.
Garbage.
Nobody said that. Nobody heard that or said
We
it.
don't edit this out, so you can see
Nobody
it
saw or heard that.
And that lie
Or
right
this.
there. That was a lie.
And prickly.
Yeah, I'm trimming it a little bit.
Manscaping. Okay, so they have another lead for the Gambit movie. Yes, I don't know why I'm saying it like Jeff Goldblum.
I'm the grand, and it's Jeff Goldblum, guys. I am the Grand Master in this one as well.
And so, Master of Sex, this Lizzie Kaplan, stars opposite Channing Tatum.
In an unnamed role.
Unnamed. It won't be Rogue, so it'll be like maybe his first.
I'm excited. I hope that she is a mutant, and I hope that she stays in the universe because I really Lizzie Kaplan's such a great actress, and she deserves all the awards.
All the awards.
All the awards.
Oh, all right,
it's great.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm all for it. She's a good actress. I really am glad this thing is slogging through to be made into a movie finally. It seems like it's been.
Now hold my breath though.
It seems like it's been on the block or like on the starting block or the chopping block. I don't know which for like 10 years now. Like just get this thing made. Channing Tatum ain't getting no younger. Okay, he still is beautiful, but he's gonna get old at some point.
He's gotta do stuff. He's got kids.
He's gotta do stuff. Yeah. So let's see. That's all I got for that. I didn't have too much.
Imagine if Channing Tatum married Tatum O'Neal, and he took the last name.
So it'd be Channing O'Neal. Channing O'Neal.
So it's Channing O'Neal. Get rid of the Tatums altogether.
You'd finish off the Tatums.
Let's talk about. There's some casting news for True Detective season 3. So we already know that Mahershala Ali, Academy or Oscar winner.
Yeah.
He's playing Wayne Hayes, the male lead in the show, but they've just cast the female lead in the show. Carmen Ejogo is her name.
Oh, she was in Fantastic Beasts.
That's right.
Yes.
Fantastic Bestiality, where to find it.
She was the Minister of Magic.
The Makusa president, Serafina Pickery.
Serafina.
So she's going to be playing
I didn't remember her character name.
Amelia Reardon. Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yeah, I figured. But I was like trying to think of what her character name was. I was like, nope, can't.
Serafina Pickery.
Unmemorable for the most part.
Yeah, well, she's in like 5 seconds of the movie.
I know.
I'm here at the end with a bunch of other
people. And there's Grindelwald. I pointed it out.
Here he is. We got him. I guess that's who the bad guy is in the next one. Oh, it is.
Oh, he got captured, Mike. You won't see him again. He's captured and in jail.
And that sexy Jude Law is going to be in my front.
Speaking of Fantastic Beasts, it has a name now. Fantastic Beasts 2, Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yep, we talked about this last week on the podcast.
Grindelwald. It's crimes.
Bring that up.
Crimes.
Talked about last week.
Crimes.
Podcast.
Crimes.
This podcast.
Crimes of Grindelwald. Nobody watched the last one, so let's go.
Hey, you're guts.
Crimes of Grindelwald, Mike, huh? Huh? Are you going to watch it? Have you watched the first one yet?
I watched the first one. It was bad.
It was a movie.
It was bad. Like, it was bad.
It was better than Justice League.
No, I will not give it. I will not give you that.
I dare you.
I will not give you that.
I dare you.
Because it did not have anyone as beautiful as Jason Momoa in it. By far.
By far. I'm still lost in his eyes.
Yes. Like he was the master of the sea and the master of my heart.
Yeah.
He could talk to the fishes and to me.
Like, I had to go out and immediately buy a pillowcase with his face on, just like...
Jamie had to pull me out of the ocean. I was like trying to drown myself. I gotta find him! I gotta find him! Where are you? This came out. It was just bubbles.
You can understand that, though, right?
Yeah. You can.
By the way, Fantastic Beasts is 1 year from now, so Fantastic Beasts 2, get ready for it, Mike. The pivotal second movie in this trilogy? Septilogy? Who knows? I don't know. What are they going to do?
Where are we going from here, guys?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, it was based on a mention of a book that was in Harry Potter, so I mean...
Hey, they made the book eventually.
They saw The Hobbit and like, oh, The Hobbit, there's one book that's made in 3 movies, and J.K. Rowling's like, hold my beer.
Challenge accepted.
It's like, hold my beer. There should be a 10-part movie for Tales of the Beale Bard next, so it's...
The only thing I like when Mike draw me to the sequel is Zoe Kravitz. She's...
Can you wait for the first movie of Babby Rabbit and the Cackling Stump? Can you wait for that?
I'm gonna like this right now.
Just a feature-length movie about Babby
Matt,
Rabbit.
so I'm gonna take a little sad for a second, Matt.
Good.
Kamala the Ugandan Giant is on life support.
You know, he's been on life support for really 10 years, though.
Matt, he's really...
He lost his leg probably about 10 years ago.
67 years old, Mississippi native, his real name is James Harris.
James, yeah.
Ugandan name, yes. He's in the hospital currently, and he's with his friend Coco Beware right now at this time.
Well, this is back when he was a wrestler. This is back when Vince's like, you're black, so you're African now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my name's James.
Yeah.
It's like, get out there, African guy.
Oh, boy.
You're from Uganda now.
Either that or you have to do crimes.
I don't even know where Uganda is.
You're either a criminal.
All right, come on, get out there.
You're either a criminal or just off the boat from Africa and still a heel.
Yeah. Or you're a funny man with a bird, right, Coco? Coco, huh?
Look at me!
You're like, my name's Paul. It's like, you're Coco now.
but Coco just was like, okay, I'll take that name. That's cool. I'll do it. And
He did
what
and
then Marty the Moth stole the arm flap years later.
Yeah, Marty the Moth stole that from Nacho Libre, I believe. Actually, I was watching Nacho Libre the other day. I'm like, yep, nice try,
Nice
Marty.
job.
Nice try.
Marty, piece of shit.
He is. He's a piece of shit. He's a shit heel. Yes.
No, he's great. He's a good shit heel, too. That's why it's good to watch him get his ass kicked.
Speaking of shit heels, Mike, Survivor Series was this weekend.
I didn't watch any of it.
I haven't watched NXT.
Who survived?
I usually watch NXT first. I did
Brock
watch
Lesnar win again.
Brock Lesnar won, but it was probably the best match Brock Lesnar's had in 10 years. Like, legit. Him and versus AJ
He comes
Styles.
out, that's a guy.
I mean, AJ Styles, obviously...
Mr. Seasonal Wrestling, okay.
AJ Styles obviously did the carrying, but Brock came out, beefy as fuck, and they put on a really good match. It was very, very interesting. He sold the fuck out of a calf crusher, man. I was like, yes. I was on the whole match. At the end, I was clapping. I was like,
I hate part timers holding on to belts. It's annoying.
I don't either. But there was no belt change there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't like that he's had the belt for so long, but I like that he actually came out
what happened
wrestling.
to Jinder? Doesn't he get a rematch or something?
Yes, but there's no belt
Did
change.
Jinder get broken?
There's no belt change. I think there's actually a rematch. There might be a rematch tonight. And I think he might end up getting the belt back
SmackDown?
too. I think because they wanted basically AJ sells more tickets than Jinder versus Brock. Nobody cares about Jinder.
Yeah, they're not pushing the Indian card anymore.
Yeah, well, they don't need to for that match anyway. They want to sell tickets, so they're like, that's why the main Survivor Series match was Kurt Angle, Triple H, John Cena. Like they had like every guy you've in the last 10 years. I'm surprised Stone Cold Steve Austin wasn't in this match at this point.
Yeah, instead of the fucking Young Bucks that are holding the company.
Well,
up.
they took one of the Young Bucks out to put Triple H in there, a 48-year-old man, with another 48-year-old man on the team. It's like, jeez, guys, jeez.
Hey, it's TNA, guys. Welcome, old guys. Old guys, welcome. Get in there.
And then Triple H stole the show by stealing all the moves at the end, basically, and literally stealing the pin and then getting fucking almost killed by Braun. It was great. Spoilers for Survivor Series, but
What a jerk. I was going to watch
You asked me. But Braun choking the life out of Triple H and watching the fear in Triple H eyes, it was
like, oh, this guy's stiffing me right now. Oh, this is what?
I don't think he doesn't know what stiffing is because that's just his thing. He's just a giant. he just is a
I bet he's a gentle
man.
heart.
Oh, actually, I suppose he is. He's a really nice guy, supposedly in real life, but he is a man mountain. It's frightening.
Remember Man Mountain Rock?
I do. He was a wrestler. Yes,
He was like the Bastion Booger of his time.
basically. He was like one step below Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
Oh, I would definitely agree with that 100%.
Yeah, just like one step below. I mean,
Duke
Duke
was
wasn't
1 to 10.
much.
He was 8-3.
Yeah, about
Solid
3.
3, like a
Solid 3.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, what do you got?
Reading some wrestlers, I like this. Man, I just have the Kamala one, but you talk about Survivor, so that makes sense. So you want to? We can talk about two different DC properties, Matt. Which would you rather talk about? The one that we're going to talk about more later, or the one that
We'll talk about the one we're going to talk about later, because I have that one too. So let's get rid of it. Get it off.
Get
it off
rid
our
of it.
plate.
So Justice League opens for $96 million, which sounds awesome, but actually
it came in number 1 too.
very low.
Yeah, they were expecting
$110 million. It's the lowest opening for any of the recent DC movies, including Wonder Woman, which was under $3 million earlier this year.
Yeah. So it was the lowest opening for. This is like not where they want to be. Like, especially this is like your Avengers. This is your Avengers movie.
And we won't talk much about the movie right now because we do.
This is supposed to be your A property. This is supposed to be your A property, and it's making the least of all the money. I mean, that's below Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad was actually the biggest of their openings.
A dirt movie, Suicide
I
Squad.
think it was $132 million. So
man, that movie was so bad.
better than
too.
Batman vs Superman too.
I think I'd rather watch Batman vs Superman than Suicide Squad.
I would.
I would.
Because for me, Suicide Squad was so bad it was good. Like with
No.
with freaking
was so bad,
Slipknot
it
getting
was so
killed
bad.
like that, and then you're like, oh,
It
the
was so bad,
Native
it was
American
bad.
character is just murdered.
You know
What?
what? The plot.
Jai Courtney,
The
like
plot
just
was still better than.
Jai Courtney literally just like, oh, what's on set? Just like chewing on things. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but his character had no consequence to anything.
Yeah, well, that's why I was just like, he doesn't care. Like, nobody cared that they were there.
It was like he was off in the corner just doing something. They decided to film it. Like that's what it felt like. But okay.
And you know, Margot Robbie and Will Smith are doing it, doing it, because they had like so much more chemistry than her and the Joker, and then they were in that last movie together, and like they're definitely having sex. So.
Focus? Was it Focus?
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
It wasn't Bright. She's not in work.
If only I would watch that.
Sexy work, yeah, sure.
She's
So what's next?
She's Tanya
What
Harding.
is next for this DCEU? This is getting rough.
Justice League 2, Matt. They set up 2 different movies in the end credits for this movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's also
And we'll talk
Wonder
about
Woman.
it.
There's a Wonder Woman 2 supposedly down the pipeline.
Yeah, which that was good, and so maybe they won't suck it up there. Who knows? But they
maybe they won't suck it up.
we'll talk about more of that in the spoiler stuff too, because I do have stuff I got to mention about that. And can't do it right now. That's all we should say about that. We got other stuff to talk about. Let's talk about the Runaways is out today.
Yeah, it is. We're probably gonna watch hopefully a couple episodes tomorrow.
I'm gonna hopefully get Jamie to watch it. She may just balk right away, which will be better because then I can just go watch it without her. So we'll see.
She go, you want to do it? Okay.
She gave up and gifted already. She gave up and gifted after one episode. I was like, okay, well.
I went to see Justice League on Monday, and I got back. I told Jess I was there, and she goes, "Well, I thought we were going to see it together." And I'm like, "I asked you to your face if you want to see it, and you said no. I don't want to see it." That's the only reason I went. Without
Tracks.
And she's like, "I don't remember that." I'm like, "I said it to your face. Like your face was right next to my face."
See, pretend my face is your face, and my face is this hand, like right here.
Like, we can watch it this weekend, I guess, but it's also not.
Yeah, Jamie, I was like Jason Momoa was in and said, like she'll probably like want me to.
Guess she wants Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mulroney.
No, she loves Jason Momoa, but she hates everything else about that movie. Everything else going on.
Like she's like Henry Cavill.
Oh no, she likes Wonder Woman. That's not true. No, Henry Cavill. Any of the Batman vs Superman people? No. Ezra Miller, no one likes him. I don't think his mother likes him.
Maybe he looks in the mirror just like himself. Wow.
Yeah.
Profound.
I don't get worth anything. Cyborg. Best part of that movie.
Oh, I hope you don't mean that. Okay.
Ha! I'm Cyborg.
I'm gonna be sick. I only have one more thing left because we talked about the 10-year anniversary of Uncharted. Uncharted came out this week, 10 years ago.
Oh, are you saying Uncharted's getting announced and going to be able to play as Cassie?
No. But you can get a new PS4 theme for the 10-year anniversary.
What does it look like? Is it like cool? Is it interactive?
It looked like kind of like a map or something. I only looked at
I want to do that.
I have to jump up. I don't. If it's free, I think it's free too. So I'm going to jump up and get it. I think because 'cause I love Uncharted stuff. And it was last weekend was the 10-year anniversary, and I didn't realize that, but I cosplayed unintentionally during the 10-year anniversary, so that's kind of nice. And I wanted someone else to come out as Sully, but he didn't show up, so.
I did a hair whitener either.
I did tell Jack Sparrow that you were Sully, and he was very excited about that. He thought it was great.
You showed some pictures from Facebook.
Oh,
I wish I really wish I had gotten a picture of my Winter Soldier cosplay. It kind of sucks that I forgot to get a picture.
yeah, well.
There was a random girl out there with a picture though. She has to take a picture of me. And I was like, okay.
So how cool you're, Mike.
Okay.
How cool did you feel? Did you feel like a celebrity?
Yeah, I felt awesome. Because she actually recognized it and thought it was cool.
And it's pretty significant.
So I have two things
Cool.
that are pretty awesome.
It's cool.
First off, three things actually. I want to talk about just mention I beat the story for Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And it was good-ish. The premise for the story was a lot cooler, and I can spoil it for you, but I won't because you're going to be playing it.
I'll play it
At some point.
Maybe one day you'll give it to me, you
Maybe
jerk.
one day.
You'll have two of my games, and I'll have none of your games because
What's the other game I'm going to have?
you're gonna have Assassin's Creed. I don't know that.
Okay. I'll trade you back more if you mean over here.
Have you beat it yet?
No. I'm probably not going to be yet. I'm playing it.
Why?
It's okay.
It's a fun game.
It's fun.
It's a fun game.
It's fun.
It's a fun game.
It's fun.
Yes. You just don't know fun.
I don't know quite.
I guess here's what you haven't done.
No,
yet.
I'm still enjoying.
Here's what you haven't done.
Too,
you haven't shamed it
multiplayer.
in orc so badly that they get all deranged and messed up in their heads. Then the next time you see them, they go.
No, but I'm actually getting decent at Battlefront, which is nice, and I've been
Go-
some face shots with.
Go onto YouTube and just look up one of the shaming orcs until they're deranged. This one dude hit level 60 orc, which is like the top.
Shamed him down.
And he just shamed him to 1. He shamed him to level 1. Like, he just kept finding him, and the guy would be like, "This time I'm going to kill you!" And then he'd, like, shame him again. He's like, "Maybe this time I'm going to get you if you let me, please." And then, like, they'd be like, "Herb!" Like,
I don't have a little too much fun playing this game. Shaming people. Do we fat shame them, huh? Good jerk.
There's also, every once in a while you find an orc that's like Shaku the Screamer, and, like, right when you see him, he goes, "Ah!" And you're like, "Yeah, Shaku the Screamer, buddy. That's what you do, you scream."
It's accurate.
Ah! And, like, if you don't see him, sometimes you hear him in the distance, like you're fighting somebody else, and you're "Ah!" Like, "Oh, Shaku's around."
Oh, damn Sharko.
There he is.
Okay, what was the second thing? Since I don't have anything in order today. Actually, let's talk about the Watchmen sequel, Doomsday Clock. Is going to come out tomorrow in the comics. And, well, not tomorrow. It's going to be Wednesday as of this recording. So
It already came out. You guys should be reading it already.
I read it at this point, and it was great. But yeah, it's the spiritual successor. It's actually written by thus Wonderkind of DC, Jeff Johns. Did you hear that? I think it's Ed Brubaker is also going to... Not Ed Brubaker, is it? It's one of the big Marvel guys is going to DC to write stuff. And I was like... Okay.
Jack Kirby? No.
No, Jack Kirby super did.
No.
He did.
I'm trying to think. It might be Ed Brubaker, actually.
He did.
Oh, he did.
The art's going to be by Gary Frank, who's actually a really good artist, and I didn't write down the
I think
colors.
he's got 2 names.
Gary
And
Frank.
actually, there's 4 names there.
Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, yeah. I think that's how you get into this club, actually. I saw a couple frames from it, and it looks really cool. Like the art is definitely more off the page than like Dave Gibbons' stuff was for the original. And supposedly the tone is going to be different, but what I've heard from the guy that I was reading kind of his spoiler for your review is that it's definitely a good spiritual successor to the Watchmen story. He didn't get anything into the story, like why there is a Doomsday Clock story and how it's related to DC Rebirth, but it's going to be the first thing I've read in DC, I think, in a while. I think I read a couple of Vertigo things, which is also DC, but I haven't read a DC comic in quite some time.
Nice,
So
be
that's
you
exciting.
can, man.
Yeah, it was back in the day.
Well, all I got left is Cyberpunk 2077. They actually interviewed some of the devs, and they asked them some questions because a big problem with games lately, I think you'd agree with me, is the microtransaction thing. To get like the best character, or to make, you even told me, you said without the level ups that you paid for or pre-ordered, it would have been a lot harder to play the game. And so there's a lot of games that you don't feel like you get the complete game experience unless you do microtransactions.
Yeah, sure.
And they're
EA got in big trouble for that recently.
and if you remember The Witcher has no microtransactions.
Hunt, yeah.
All the
CD Projekt
stuff
Red.
is included in the game. So when there's a downloadable content, you just get it. You don't have to pay for it.
You do have to buy some. You have to buy the expansion download.
Yeah, but then you just get the stuff. You don't. Get,
yeah.
You don't have to
Sure.
Just
Just
pay
wanna
$5
clarify
extra for like a different shirt or something like. Or
But you know what?
or
For like The Witcher,
a
I probably
cooler
would do that. You know
sword
what
or
I'm saying?
something.
Like,
Yeah, probably. But you don't have to, and that's what makes it. It makes it like so you don't have to worry about it. You get your
and that's
your
why
one-time fees.
CD Projekt Red is awesome.
And basically, they said they didn't want this Cyberpunk game to be compromised by microtransactions. Either they said you get what you pay for. So you pay for this game and you get all the downloadable content. And that's what's going to happen. They said they just want it to be honest gaming. They said we leave the greed to others.
Well, plus CD Projekt Red makes money hand over fist with their games. Like,
supposedly this world is going to be as big, if not bigger, than the Wild Hunt world, which is huge.
They perfectly hype up stuff. They're so good at this machine. Like the little trailers they drop for everything. Some of the CG stuff they put out for The Witcher. Actually, I watched one the other day. Where he's like fighting, I guess maybe it's a Striga or something, but it's like this woman that's like turns into a ghost, and then she's like a weird zombie thing. He's like chopping her arms off, she's slicing him up, and she bites into his neck, but he has like potion in his veins, and so it poisons her, and then cuts her arm off. Like, this was insane.
Oh, you drink that potion.
So crazy.
Yeah.
And like it was just, and I was like, I remember watching that originally and be like, oh, I can't wait for this game. You know,
always get that concoction in your veins before you fight.
and they're so good. Like the teaser trailer they put up for Cyberpunk 2077 like 4 years ago now, where it's just like it just showed that cool ass song over this cool ass video, and then coming when we feel like it. Basically, at the end of it, literally it says like coming when we're ready to do it or something like that, and it was just like, I want this now. Like,
and I want, baby, I will wait for you.
And I feel like I am waiting outside like someone's prison sentence. I'm like, just get this to me now. I want it in my veins. And plus, you know, we're big Cyberpunk guys. We love Shadowrun and stuff like that.
Sure.
This
is very much in the spirit.
Decker for life.
This is very much in the spirit of those, you know, Blade Runner, Cyberpunk type things.
Oh, sure.
Except that you get to be a part of it, and it's like the way it looks is beautiful so far. Just from the little things you've seen, if they can make it even half as good in the gameplay, I think it's going to be terrific.
Yeah, what's funny is like it looked awesome 4 years ago, and now they have 4 years of technology better. You know,
like everybody's going to have HD TVs in 2 years. You know, like the Ultra HDs.
And then the bigger, more powerful PlayStation, the bigger, more powerful Xbox, the bigger, more powerful computers. So there's just a lot more stuff to run with, just to make this juicy, delicious sandwich be meaty and awesome.
Yeah, meaty sandwich Pentecost.
Meaty sandwich Pentecost is the name of the episode.
That's already the name of the episode.
That is the episode. This one now, part 2. Yeah. Oh, there's one more thing. Did you see the teaser trailer for The Incredibles 2?
I did.
What'd you think, man? Jack.
I'm already in. I love The Incredibles. I thought it's probably my favorite. I think it's my favorite Pixar property.
I murdered someone today because they said they hadn't heard of or they never watched The Incredibles, and I was like, okay, well, you're dead.
And you never will, and you slice their throat.
And stab them in both eyes.
And you never get to see it. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. Let's make it happen. Let's do it.
Can we get a trilogy? Can we say trilogy?
I'll be all
Craig T. Nelson be dead by then.
They're really coming on. Well, Samuel L. Jackson be dead by then. Who knows?
No, he won't. He's not dead.
I don't die, motherfucker.
I can beat my snake and I'm immortal. Like, okay, that's weird. Cool.
Well, I don't even know how those two go together.
Snake of Destiny or something.
The Snake of Destiny.
You know what? I think we had some fun this episode, man. Do you have anything else?
I know.
You're looking at, you're like checking your ticker here. You're like,
MMA Hero started following me. Okay, I was checking out.
MMA Hero.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Stay classy, guys.
Fang
Fang.
Fum. Bye bye.